Hey guys and gals, and my fellow VEDS-ies, welcome back to another day of VEDS, and welcome back to part 1 of our end of VEDS wrap-up. Today I'm going to be briefly talking about overall my experience with VEDS this year, what I think I did great, and what I think I did wrong. Before we get started, I should also point out this video is completely out of character. This is me. This is not EJ, this is not RJ, this is not anybody else. This is me. So some background. If you had asked me back in like July, late July, if I was gonna do VEDS this year, chances are the answer would have been no. I was not really in a good headspace. I'm still really not, if I'm being honest. It kind of goes in and out day to day. But I didn't really have the drive to do it as much as I have wanted to do it. I could never just get in front of the camera and just start doing it. I don't know why that is. Maybe fear, I don't know. But then I came up with like a couple of ideas and I started to film them, and I got it's sort of like riding a bike, you never forget. Fell right back into the saddle of doing it. And honestly, I've done some stuff this month overall that if you had asked me like 3 or 4 years ago, I don't think I would have said, oh yeah, I'm not doing that. Two of the biggest things probably being skits and doing the fan cover, which, thank you all for the positive response to the fan cover. I don't know if I'm going to do any more in the future, but if I do, it's nice to know that, again, you guys are supportive as always. And yeah, skits. I mean, for something that literally I did just as a joke last year with introducing this like evil version of myself that was going to give me the questions, honestly, this VEDS has been a lot more about EJ than anything else. EJ's kind of been fleshed out. RJ and EJ, to certain extents, are basically exacerbated parts of both sides of my personality. And honestly, some of the most fun I've had this month is writing skits of having those two characters bounce off of one another. And as you'll soon find out, this year's not going to be the last you are going to see of those two. The skits do, however, lead me to a point that I'm getting hesitant about, which is, to put it bluntly, I don't want people just humoring me when it comes to this stuff. I want people to have as much fun with it as I am when I do it. Which, broadening the topic a little bit to past RJ and EJ, the whole VEDS on a whole has been very skitty. It's been very skit heavy. And genuine question, do you guys like that stuff? Because I like doing it, but I don't want to do it if you guys don't like watching it. Like, I enjoy doing it, it's fun for me, and it's kind of nice to sort of almost build out, one of my friends coined it as the JCU, kind of, you know, this channel has kind of become a place where, yeah, magic exists. I have props of villain things that actually work. That stuff to me is just fun, but I don't know how it comes across on the other end. As for the content overall, I think this month has actually been fairly solid, especially given how last minute a lot of it was. I would also say that I've put out some videos this month that I think are some of the best I've ever done. The Batman 66 episode review, I think, is arguably one of the best videos, if not the best video I've ever done, bar none. The same I would also say goes for the 3 commercials I've done this month that have all just kind of been off the wall wacky, and I kind of love that. Now, it's not to say I love everything I do equally. I just watched, again, I like doing them. I like watching things I've never seen before, and I tried to have a bit more fun in the intros this time. But I don't know. I just watch sort of just exists as like, if I need content to fill a day, that's where that goes. But I will say, by and large, there wasn't really a lot of filler content this month, I don't think anyway, which, seeing as some VEDs have basically been entirely filled with filler content, means I am getting better at this, which is also a good thing. However, the one aspect of VEDs that I routinely suck at is commenting and responding to all of your guys' videos. I apologize that I am awful at writing comments after I watch a video, but rest assured, I am watching it. You guys have put out such great stuff this month. Jeffrey with your videos on Star Kid, Caleb with your Superman video, Graham with your D23, breakdown. So just know, and I know you all know this, but I just want to say it anyway. I love what you guys do. You guys make better content than I could ever hope to make. It's so insightful. And just know, I am watching. I may not always comment, but I am always watching. Before we wrap up here, I kind of want to expand this to sort of almost being like a channel update. So looking at the channel as a whole, I will say, overall, I've really enjoyed making videos this month, especially the more wacky stuff. It's been a great outlet for me, which, I mean, being creative is just that. It's a great outlet. And again, this VEDS has been a lot about throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what's stuck. So I will say I am planning on doing a couple of other things throughout the year. It's in the early stages. Whether or not they happen, we'll see. And I mostly am saying we'll see because, and this is probably petty, but like, as much as I like making the videos, it is disheartening a little bit and discouraging that they don't get the traction that I think they should, and that I could put so much time and effort into something and my channel isn't monetized. I keep getting rejected for reused content, which at this point, YouTube, I really don't see what you're talking about. And look, I'm going to continue to make stuff, regardless of what YouTube says, because I enjoy it. But these bigger projects that I have in mind, yeah, there is the question of, is it worth it? Is it worth the time and effort if only 50 people end up watching it? And I know the obvious answer is, well, if you truly enjoy it, you're going to do it regardless, which again is what I'm going to do. I hope people understand where I'm coming from with this, is that because I don't want to play the YouTube game, because I think that's just such a stupid, I don't want to play to an algorithm, because that's not how it used to work. You used to just be able to talk about what you want, and the site itself would have people of like minds find the content. Now it's like, if you're not talking about the trending topics, if you're not doing the tags or the crazy red arrow thumbnails, you're just not going to be seen. And I really hate that that's what this platform has become, because I think that has led to a lot of vitriolic content creators, the kind of ones I've talked about like a couple of years ago in that She-Hulk Little Mermaid remake video, the kind where they don't really understand or care about what they're talking about. They just want to sell you negativity because negativity is what sells. So what does all this mean? Well, I'm going to continue to do the things I want to do, regardless of if I can actually make any money off of it. Again, I do have the TeePublic page. If I ever do get into dire straits, maybe I'll consider opening up a Patreon, but I really don't want to do that. I don't think my content is worth putting money at. Even if I did make a Patreon, I'd probably make it like $1 or $2 a month and just have that be the one tier, kind of have it be like a tip jar. But again, that's not for a long time. So wrapping up part 1 of our End of VEDS wrap up, out of character again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watched a video, everybody who's liked a video, everyone who's commented on a video, because you guys are just so welcoming, and it really just shows that the group we have now is a group that I just love being a part of. If you want to try something, we're not going to knock you down. We're going to boost you up. And especially nowadays on the internet, I will say, finding a community like that is few and far between. But that's all I've got really for part 1 of this End of VEDS roundup, talking about, again, my experience with it. We've had some good highs, we've had some low lows, but I honestly want to open it up to you guys. What have you thought about my VEDS this year? Leave any comments you want to make about it in the comments section down below. I am going to be reading to it, and I will respond to them. I will respond to the comments, because I'm really interested to see what videos you guys really respond to, what videos you don't, what do you like, what do you don't like. But that's it from me today, out of character. I will see you guys tomorrow.